Good morning, Internet, and welcome back to Xifeng Plays Umihara Kawase. I'm Xifeng, this is Umihara Kawase. Let's get started. I have been practicing a lot since the last time I recorded, so hopefully this episode will go a bit better than the last one. I've been working on this jump and getting it somewhat consistent, but not super consistent. But let's see if I can make something happen. Oh, there we go, first try. Alright. I mean, I get it on the first try every time. That's what I mean. Now this level has a jump that I always try and never make. Oh. Well, that's not a good way to do it. That was really bad. But yeah, you can actually go down under the elevator. I just am not very good at it. But I'll keep practicing and eventually it's something that I'll get down. I don't know how interesting it would be to watch me fail to make the same jump for 10 minutes straight, but that was close. I almost got hit by those fish, which they kind of do a stun. Knock you around. So I was very lucky to not get hit by them. Alright. Now, I believe we went through the left door last time, so I'm going to try and go through the right-hand door on this level. And maybe that will take us someplace more promising. Oh, not if I can't get up this, though. Come on, this isn't easy. There we go. So I just have to be careful about this fish. And then I think there's a lot of snails. Oh, there's just one. Alright. So that shouldn't be too bad. So I did get some questions about this last time. One was kind of wanting to know a little bit more about the history, and I wish I could tell you more. I really don't know much about this game. I think it was made in 1994, which was a year. Let's see if I... Oh, well, that almost worked. I've been practicing that jump as well. And it's pretty difficult to time it so that that fish doesn't get you. But going over the top is actually not a whole lot easier, because there's so much stuff spawns here, and it takes time to reel in one. What I might be able to do is just stun them without reeling them in, if I can get them spaced out correctly. So yeah, I don't know why the backgrounds are blurry photographs. I don't know why there's cabbages and stuff in the back, and pencils and stuff in the background. I don't know really where this game came from or who made it. I mean, I could give you a name, but it's not a name that would be attached to anything other than the person who made this game. So the other question I got was, why do I want to keep a low score? Oh, man, those double KOs are always frustrating. Why do I want to keep a low score? Well, you'll notice I'm not actually trying to keep a low score this time. It's just something that I do because it adds a little extra challenge, and because it kind of... I guess, you know, as much as I play a lot of games and I love video games a ton, the degree to which we abstract violence and to which we make violence kind of the core mechanic of so many games, it bothers me a little bit. And it's like, it's even to the point that, you know, I enjoy violent games, but it just frustrates me that violence is kind of so essential and so frequent, even in a game like this, where most of the challenge comes from just kind of swinging around and doing acrobatics. And, you know, I'm working on making some games. I'm not getting very far yet, but, you know, I'm kind of torn between wanting... Oh no. Yeah, that was a mistake. Torn between kind of wanting to make the games that I want to play, and also kind of wanting to push the medium a little bit and make games that really challenge a lot of the assumptions that go into game design. But at the same time, I want to play, you know, games like the games I'm familiar with. And one of the things when I make games that I really want to address is kind of bringing gaming to people who, for one reason or another, have felt left out of gaming. I know I have some friends who have said that, like, I have one friend who says that it bothers him how kind of physically demanding so many games are, and he wants to play more games that don't require a lot of kind of manual dexterity, and I respect that a lot. I also like games that require a lot of manual dexterity, so it's kind of difficult to decide even where I want to strike the balance between how much I'm making the games for myself versus how much I'm making them kind of for the world at large. And both of those are important to me. Let's see if I can get this one up without just completely wasting it. Let's see, I'm gonna turn the snail so it doesn't... There we go. Alright. So, yeah, I mean, one of the other things, I have a friend who talks about having trouble seeing what's going on in games. And so, you know, I want to make games where you don't have to read the screen really fast. But also, you know, fast screen reading is something I really enjoy. So it really becomes about just making that decision of how much I want to make the games for me. That was really bad. I should not have fallen off there. I should not have tried to keep going for that door. I should have just gone around again, cut my losses. So yeah, the games I'm working on right now, mostly for me. But I'm also kind of keeping in mind what people have told me and the things that, you know, I've heard people say make them feel like they're kind of not welcome in the gaming world. And that's something that I'm really concerned about. Okay, this time I'm not going to be quixotic about that. And there are definitely a lot of places where there is no decision to be made because the games that I want to play are very much, you know, the games that are in line with the kind of change I want to be making. And, you know, some of it is simple things that the game industry as a whole is making a lot of progress in. That was an unfair spawn, in my opinion. But that's the game. Yeah, it's like a lot of stuff we're making a lot of progress on, and I wouldn't even really be challenging the game world. It's more just kind of opening things up. Like, a lot of the stuff Chris Hecker talks about representation and making people feel, you know, like they're visible in the world. Chris Hecker talked about in Spy Party making it a very kind of a game that represents the diversity in the world and not having everybody be really kind of buff power fantasy characters. And it works really well in that game because it's still a bit of a power fantasy, but a different kind of one where it's more about being invisible, not about being strong. And I like that. And so, in my own designs, I at least keep all of that in consideration. Now, I have not been on this level. I may have been on this level once before when I was practicing, but it's not very often I make it this far. That's going to stun me. Yep, that stunned me. And again. Let's see if I can not have that happen this time. And you can't actually grab those. Okay, now this is the part where I have to go like that. That went pretty well. These eel things. Oh, okay. That's a way to do. Oh, no! Ah, no! I was pressing down because I knew that I needed to put my hook in the ground and kind of rappel down. But then that fish spawned, and so I pressed the hook button, but I didn't let go of down, and so I just hooked onto the ground. That didn't work. It's a little bit tricky kind of knowing whether or not she'll grab onto a ledge. I wonder if I actually want more room to kind of swing. There we go. Just had to give myself a little yank on the cord. Okay, that's gonna stun me, yeah. I thought I could jump over it, but didn't quite have the timing. Oh no, that's gonna stun me, but I'm not gonna fall too far. And that can be dealt with like that. I'm down. Okay, good. Nope. Oh, nope. That's bad. Okay. That's actually not... Oh, he sniped me! No! Okay, last life. Well, let's see if I can make my way through this level, because it's giving me a lot of trouble. It seems like I get about this far in. Like, when I went the other direction, it seems like I got about the same distance into the game. And then I just hit something that I didn't know how to deal with. Oh, they like bounce back and forth. That's pretty frustrating. Ah, bad. No. Well, it was a disappointing way to end. Well, thank you very much for joining me for my rambling and my platforming, and I hope you'll join me again. Thanks for watching.